What you're about to see is from Rebel Base, IGN's weekly Star Wars show.
This week we're on a bit of a mission to salvage the reputation of some of the most derided characters in the Star Wars universe. Ewoks.
I love the Ewoks.
I like Ewoks, but I grew up, I don't know, I think it's a bit of a thing for some people of a certain generation. They were, people can be very cynical about the Ewoks.
Why?
Well, people think they were a cash grab for toys, easy merchandising, cute.
They play a really big role in the Star Wars universe.
Well, that's what we're going to get onto in a little section called Don't Mock Ewoks.
Don't mock the Ewok.
Why
you should never mock the Wok.
We'll talk about that later.
All right.
Workshop it. Okay, so it's pretty much implied in Return of the Jedi that Ewoks, little cute, fuzzy, cuddly Ewoks.
I'll stop you there. What's cute about that?
Look at him, he's lovely. Eat people.
What?
They pretty much, it's heavily implied,
Right.
and I've heavily inferred it,
Yeah.
that they eat people. So,
Actually, no, yeah.
there's a scene where they string up Luke and Han, and the implication is they're about to cook them.
Yeah.
So, firstly, gonna roast them alive
With their clothes on.
with their clothes on, and then presumably eat them.
Maybe they just want to...
Why you cook? Nah.
Maybe like
but,
the smell.
But it's like on a spit.
Oh, yeah.
They're using like a cooking technique there, I think.
Yeah.
They're not just immolating them.
No.
They're cooking them.
Cooking
Well,
them,
actually, they wouldn't immolate them.
Maybe they
That's
don't
a
have a lot of
sacrifice.
food passing through, though.
Well, they're obviously self-sufficient,
Yeah.
but opportunistic.
Yeah.
You know, if you live in that sort of environment, big meal comes along, you've got to take that.
I would eat them.
Also, there's another scene where they're partying and they're playing Stormtrooper armor, like a xylophone. So I wonder if the implication there is they've bin that off because you know that's not going to burn.
Yeah.
And they've cooked and perhaps eaten said
How do they
Stormtrooper.
know that the armor's not going to burn?
Not
Oh,
idiot.
that won't burn. Wicket. Get rid of it.
Well, they're not idiots.
No, I suppose. They are self-sufficient, as you said. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that is, it's pretty... It's one of those like dark things of the Star Wars universe that is sort of never really discussed or gone into detail about. Like, we talk about quite a lot of like horrible stuff.
No, we're always talking about Ewok cannibalism.
Yeah.
They're not cannibals.
No.
Different species. So
Exactly, yeah,
that's
so it's
important.
fine. Okay.
Okay, so next up,
Yeah.
they're a warrior race.
Yeah.
They're amazing in Return of the Jedi.
Hmm.
They help take down the Empire. They have spears, they have a hierarchical society, they
They're like
have
the Viet
order.
Cong.
Yeah, the guerrilla warriors.
Yeah. And they look like gorillas.
What kind
They
of
look
crap
bit-
zoo did you go to
They
in
look
Wales?
a bit like gorillas. Like, if you're going to
Did
say...
your mum take you to a park in Wales and go, that's a gorilla, and it's actually a squirrel?
No, but that you think they look more like squirrels than gorillas. That's mad. That's madness, Daniel.
Well,
They obviously look more like gorillas than they do squirrels. That should be on your list.
well,
But no, what you have got on there is spears.
well, fashioned violent weapons capable
Yeah.
of taking down an ATST.
They don't, like, you can't trust them, definitely.
They let their children fight.
Yeah,
That is next level.
that's pretty
That
good.
is next level. Wouldn't mess with.
Needs must.
They also capture Han and Luke,
Yeah,
two of the heroes of the original trilogy.
yeah.
No mean feat.
No, that's actually a pretty good point. Something
Also-
Vader, like, barely manages to do.
Also, like, for instance, this is interesting. Stories of Captain Cook when he went on his voyages and he first encountered
Yeah.
indigenous people, that he would be turning up on these massive ships and people just wouldn't react because they thought it was.
It's not real.
They just thought it was like an optical. There was almost like nah, it's not a thing. Just walking past, no, not having it.
That sounds like just someone who just can't be asked doing their job. Like, Tony, you're on watch. All right, I am. Like, nothing ever happens, so I'll
I think they just thought it was like
If something happens,
I
and
think
he's
they
like-
just thought that they weren't perceiving it correctly because they had no approximation of it. They thought it was like a mountain or
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like there's this kind of this connection. These guys, presumably remote, maybe had some kind of brief encounters, work out how to use a speeder bike. They're not fazed by technology, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They both attack it and appropriate it.
I always think that. I think, like, if I was, say, like, I saw Michael Myers in the street and he's coming towards me, I would just think...
I loved you in Wayne's World.
That's not real. I would just think that's not real.
No, you would, or you would think it was something else. Like
Yeah.
somebody messing
Not the
around.
Ewoks, though. They'll bloody jump on him, wouldn't they?
Right, see what he's done there.
Yeah.
I've not been to Stormtrooper training school.
But,
I'll hop right on this,
Yeah.
even though I'm a warrior child.
yeah. Well, early on in the show, we did have a child riding a speeder bike, so
Yeah.
maybe she's an Ewok.
Well, essentially that's all the points of
Okay.
why you shouldn't mess with Ewoks, but I think they're kind of formidable.
So, cannibals.
Not cannibals. We have to keep remembering that.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though we know that's Warwick Davis,
Right.
he's supposed to be an alien there.
Right.
So
okay.
it's not cannibalism.
They eat humans then.
Well, we think they eat humans.
What they do, let's say.
They eat
Ewoks
humans.
are not cannibals, but they do eat humans.
Yeah, they'll eat you basically.
They'll eat you. They'll beat you up.
Beat you up. They'll steal your technology.
Yeah.
Steal your women.
Yeah.
The kids will fight you.
The kids will fight you.
They're brilliant in a guerrilla war.
Yeah.
And look at it.
Yeah. Look at it. Exactly.
So, do you think, is this maybe one of the most disturbing revelations in the Star Wars universe? If you can think of something more disturbing in Star Wars, let us know, rebelbaseign.com.
And for everything else Star Wars, keep it right here on IGN.